To be honest with you, I never wrote a business plan for a restaurant before, so I was unaware of the fact that the restaurant business plan probably needed to be, if not as detail-oriented as a normal business plan, even more, because there's so much competition out there. The restaurants, there's one on every block. The points of differentiation, the subtle details that goes into a restaurant, it's mind-boggling once you get into it, from napkins to what the table's gonna look like to lighting. Just the smallest level of details mean the whole world in this business. But I was thankful to actually know some people in the industry that I had called up to get a sense of what it takes to open a restaurant, primarily put together a business plan. It kind of took me by surprise of how detail-oriented their plan was. And so it kind of got the engine started as, hey, if I'm going to do this, I better get all my ducks in a row here, and there's a lot more work to do than just put together an Excel spreadsheet with some numbers and write down a 2-paragraph concept and say I'm going to pull something off. So it really kind of goes hand in hand with any business that you have. The more detail you put into the plan, giving yourself some flexibility, the better you're going to set yourself up for success. And I think a large part of why we're successful is we had a great business plan. Some things changed, but we knew that. We focused on every little detail and honed in on every little area of what we were trying to do, how we were going to be different, writing our mission statement to what we're about, to the uniforms of our employees. All that stuff's important because at the end of the day, your restaurant is a business and it has an identity. And if people don't necessarily know what your identity is, that could cause trouble. What do you do? What do you serve? How are you guys different? Is something that we wanted to be able to address from day one. Let's face it, no one really wants to write a business plan. It's cumbersome. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of thinking, but putting all that down on paper is probably the best thing you can do. So at the end of the day, you can always reflect back on that plan when you're trying to make a decision and say, does this fit into the plan? Yes, then it's probably a good decision. No, then, well, why doesn't it fit into the plan? And maybe it's not necessarily the best thing for us.